It is the feature race at Monaco. Who will be victorious at the end? Alex Dunn, and we are go for the feature race in Monaco. A great launch from Victor Martins. Is he going to take the lead from Alex Dunn? Oh, contact between Victor Martins and Alex Dunn, and there's a pile-up into turn one. Huge incident. We are go for the feature race. Great launch for the pink Alpine Academy car of Gabriele Mini for the second row, and he's going to go straight down the inside of Victor Martins. A bit of contact there in the Formula 2 feature race here, and it's taken a load of drivers out there, possibly for the papaya of Alex Dunn, but it's Leo Fornaroli leading Richard Verschoor.
Second practice at Silverstone, with approaching 500,000 people expected to be attending this weekend, you'd expect some traffic troubles. First, it was home hero and fastest man in FP2, Lando Norris, that was caught out at Copse.
The orange MP car down towards turn 3 for the first time. Richard Verschoor looking to the outside. We're going to be side by side for the lead at turn 3. Verschoor trying to go all the way round the outside of the pole sitter, and they will be side by side now down to turn 4, Alex.
From first off the grid, and on the second lap he's down to 5th position. Doan gets past and up to 3rd. Brilliant racing here for Formula 2. It was a late braking move into 3, and that is a very late braking move. He's done it again. Spectacular stuff on the brakes, not for the first time this season, as Miney goes up to 3rd. Doan gets past Martins as well, who has gone. Haas also bring a new side pod concept with an additional aperture akin to the Ferrari and Red Bull designs. The American team sits 7th in the standings.
That's damage for Victor Martins, I believe it is.
This is what appears to have occurred for him. They're heading towards turn 5 and he's just lost it. Lost the rear of the car into the mid-corner of turn 5 there. An unforced error from Martins.
Large gusts of wind affected the drivers in FP1 with multiple dramatic spins across the session.
Yeah, there we see another replay. Lost the rear of the car completely, didn't he? And into the barriers, and that's a brutal section of the circuit. You cannot get away with a mistake there at all.
Let's see what Fornaroli can find across the line. Victor Martins also going extremely fast behind.
Fornaroli up to the line. It's good enough to get himself onto the front row, but will he stay there? Victor Martins in the background heads up to the line. Will it be a second pole position of the year? It will. Moore, he's just done an 18.7 through the first sector. Crucial improvements coming in from the likes of Alex Dunn, Jack Crawford as well, as Richard Verschoor is off. In the silver high-tech there, Dino Beganovic. Can he make a move on Roman Stanek? He's going to be brave round the outside of 11, and he's going to be rewarded for that bravery. Dino Beganovic, the super Swede, going into 5th place. Great driving from Dino.
I think Mini is far enough behind. Yes, he is. So Mini's far enough behind to be able to conclude his lap. Let's see what it is.
Over the line, final corner. Will it be a second pole position for the Italian? Up to the line he goes. Here's the move for Mini.
Mini making this move past Marti then.
Yes, it will. The Aramco pole position to the Italian Leo Fornaroli. Much needed results. He had his first non-finish at Barcelona, did miss the consistency, but now he is back at the very front to take his second pole position.
I went up in the last corner. On the second lap, I had so much less grip.
Could you check if it was a wind gust or if it was dirtier?
We're thinking 28 degrees gust as you on the curb.
That makes sense.
That sounds like a big entry spin to me.
Williams return home placed 5th in the Constructors' Championship, albeit having only scored 1 point since Monaco. With new regulations on the horizon, the Grove-based squad have already suggested they're switching focus to 2026.
Just losing the rear on entry and then burying it deep in the beach, unfortunately.
Famous for its changeable weather, all teams are keeping a close eye on Silverstone's rain forecast, but a dip in temperature, along with the likelihood of rain, could flip the script come Sunday.
Martins has the position, has DRS, and now it's Marti that's needing to defend. Oh, and contact between Marti and Martins. 10-second penalty for Pepe Marti for causing a collision.
But driving then, trying to make the move, and one of those as well where Browning is that you've got Browning on the outside.
For sure, as they climb turn 3, behind that it's Leo Fornaroli, and contact, car on its roof. Big incident, Arvid Lindblad.
As the Trident rolls over the top. Look, exactly there, as the roll hoop of the Trident tries to...
It's Kamara, the Red Bull Junior, almost into the wall. Was Tim Tramnitz there, trying to get past Nikita Bedrin for P4, but it looks like it's been a clean start.
Yeah, definitely so. Tramnitz was really feisty down towards turn 1. It was Ugachukwu trying to make his move.
Can we see confidence from Tim Tramnitz, the Red Bull Junior? With that driver, he's just passed Roman Belinsky. Belinsky trying to come back at him in the white and black Rodin colours.
Rumours intensified heading to Silverstone, yet more speculation on Verstappen's future ahead of the 12th Grand Prix of the season.
Well done, mate. Good job, guys. Car was amazing. That strategy was perfect.
The Dutchman slipped to 61 points behind Piastri at the top of the standings after an unfortunate lap 1 crash. Championship leader still applies to Felipe Drugovich, a strong P4. I think it is going to be exciting tomorrow. Hopefully it will be. Thanks to you for your company as well. We'll see you tomorrow when FIA Formula 2 returns.